And it's live. Hey guys, Gogsy here, and welcome back to Pass the Mic. Today it's Jamie Ramage and Kobe Henderson that joins me in the studio, and we are taking on the Scottish Premiership football action that's happening this afternoon. I am covering Kilmarnock against St Johnstone. Jamie is on Ross County Dundee United, and Kobe has a shot and has taken.
I've bit the bullet. Taking one for the team.
Yeah, take one for the team. What are our predictions for the Hamilton St Mirren game, Kobe?
Hamilton's not started. I don't think they've won a game yet. And St Mirren have played played quite well in the game. So I think it'll be 3-1 St Mirren.
Interesting. Jamie, what do you think?
I'm not too sure. I think I'm going to say a draw for this one actually, because I don't know. It just seems that kind of fixture, bottom of the league type scrap. So I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. I think obviously Hamilton got beat off Celtic on the first game and got beat by Ross County in the second game and had their Aberdeen game postponed midweek. So I don't know if that will affect them, but St Mirren, they also had their game postponed as well. So I think that kind of plays a key part in both the clubs. So I think I'm going to say it's going to be a draw, 1-0. So.
And everyone, put your predictions in the comments. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for St Mirren. We'll go with that. I'm quickly checking my.
In fact, can I change my prediction, because I just realised it is Hamilton St Mirren, and those types of games are never as high scoring. I don't know what I was thinking. I might go with a 1-1 draw actually.
Fair game. Next game is Kilmarnock versus St Johnstone. Jamie, you start.
Okay. Kilmarnock they drew. They got a good point against Celtic last week, and they drew again up at Dingwall just on Wednesday night. St Johnstone, they've not really started. No, they drew at Tannadice with United, so I don't know if that's good enough for them. So they'll be looking to get points on the board, but I think Kilmarnock, after the draw against Celtic and obviously going up to Dingwall midweek, I think that might just give them the slight edge. So I think Kilmarnock will win this one 1-0, but I think St Johnstone will raise their game after the start, because obviously they'll be looking to get points on the board.
Interesting. I'm going to go for a 1-each draw. I think both teams will score. I think Chris Barkle continue his goal scoring prowess and get his fourth goal in 4 games. Maybe from the penalty spot again. But I think it's going to be a difficult game to call. But I'm really looking forward to watching this. Not going to lie, it's just the fact of being relaxed while watching the football again. I welcome it and bring it on. Now, Ross County against Dundee United, Jamie. What are you thinking?
Ross County have started off well, 3 games unbeaten. United have started not too badly as well, because they've picked up points against obviously against Hughes. Sorry for mentioning that, and they also drew with Saints on the first game. I don't know where this one could go. I don't think United were really at the races against Hibs during the week there, but it's really hard to call. I think I'm going to say a 2-each draw for Ross County v United. Given the starts that both teams have made, I think it could be quite interesting, but I'm going to settle for a draw. So I'll be generous to our neighbours.
I'm going to go for a 2-each draw as well. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I think Stuart will get a goal for Ross County. Maybe time for our mate Louis Appert to step up and get a goal in the Premiership as well, because I think
he's starting for United.
Yeah, I think Shanklin's out again, so I think United will score, but they'll also concede a couple today. What do
think
you
it will be. I think it will be. I think it could be 2-1 Ross County actually, because if you look at the games Dundee United have played, I think the best performance was probably against St Johnstone in the terms of their playing style, and they didn't do too much, and especially against Motherwell, they done what they need to do. But I think Ross County going forward might pose more of a threat to them, with Ross Stewart obviously in good form and their whole team in good form. So I'll go with a 2-1 Ross County win. But well, St Johnstone Hamilton is now underway, 18 seconds. And here, after this video, I'm gonna have to shoot off and do a kit ranking for my channel, getting ready to film. And this St Mirren away, I quite like it compared to what everyone else is saying about it, but it looks quite nice actually.
Afternoon, Andy. All right, I need to.
Oh, it's one of those. I'm frozen again. All right, it's gonna be one of those. Oh, now when I'm back, it'll be because in the box, and now it's out for a corner. I just froze, and then we skipped a bit, and now it's out for a corner. Jesus.
Now it's time for my Aka corner. Now I've got my tip for today. I know you can't bet on the 3 p.m.s anymore because it's after 3 o'clock. But what I've suggested for today is a draw in the Kilmarnock St Johnstone game. St Mirren win.
Oh! Sorry to interrupt you, Gogsy. It was a corner for St Mirren, and it was just it wasn't a high ball looped in. It was like to the edge of the 6-yard box, right to the St Mirren. I think it was Joe Shaughnessy, and he hit it, and it was a great save from the Hamilton keeper. But it's out for another corner.
Another corner for St Mirren. We'll stay with you for that one then.
All right. There's something happening in the box with David Moyo, and I don't know who else it is, to be honest. I think it's Richard Tate he's having a go at. It is. They're all crowding around Tate. But go on. St Mirren corners. They're playing it kind of short and then looping it in. Oh, Shaughnessy again. He caused quite a threat from those corners there. They played it short, then played it back to the corner takers, looped one into the back post, but didn't get anything from it. Back to you, Raka.
Back to my Aka, right? So what I've gone for is a draw in the Ross County Dundee United game, a draw in the Kilmarnock St Johnstone game, Mirren win, and a Mould FK win in Norway. Fiver returns 217-19.
It's been quite a lively start here, actually, considering this was stereotypical of the boat.
Watching the games through paid subscription services on each respected club media.
Watching on Hamilton TV. Jesus, this is an end-to-end game. Hamilton had a good chance there, but they made nothing of it. But they're still going.
My thing is not working. Fantastic.
Bolland. Both teams have started quite well. It's end-to-end stuff here. Oh, free kick. That's a free kick out in a good position for Hamilton. Who was it that gave the foul away? But he was looking for the foul, and then he got it. Is that McGrath that gave it away there? Yeah. What a game this has been so far. I don't know if your games have kicked off yet or what. Well, they would have. But
I can't get into the Ross County Dundee United game.
How do you know?
The thing's taking for ages to load, but hopefully I'll get there soon.
It's been some game. I'm glad I got it. Annex sitting down, and it's a free kick. This is a good position. Templeton on it, is it? Or Callahan?
If I cannot get onto the game, I'll probably start doing a commentary over the HJK Helsinki against Honka game, because I've got Helsinki to score 2 goals, so I'm needing that.
The free kick that I was on about, it was a poor free kick from the free kick. It was drilled to the wall, went back out to them, and it was a great shot from Ross Callahan, I think it was. And Annex did well to save it there. But it's back, and then it went up to St Mirren. Now it's back at Hamilton. This is like a basketball game, end-to-end stuff.
That's what we love to hear. That sounds like an entertaining affair.
It is.
Hamilton.
I was expecting some boring game, but it's been good so far. Like 5 minutes in.
Helsinki's just hit the bar.
Are you watching that game? You love a bit
Yeah,
of
I'm watching
Helsinki.
that. Keeper tipped it onto the bar.
Fair enough. I was going to say, if there was any games going at the start of the game, I would have traded, but now I'm sticking with Hamlet and St Mirren. That might change later on in the game, but Jesus, what a start.
Also, people in the comments, it was Kobe's birthday earlier on in the week, so everyone wish him a happy birthday.
None of the accent stuff today, thank you.
No, we're keeping it. The accent stuff. It's a chance here for Honka. The boy's got it into the box. He's cut it onto the left foot, and it's been blocked by the defender, and it's been cleared.
I want to try see. I don't know if I can get like 2 screens at once on this, on this thing, because then I could have watched both 2 of the games. I don't think I can. I'll look into it after the stream. Scott Martin's doing quite well here.
Yes, I've got a Motherwell season ticket. That's why I can watch the Motherwell streams legally.
What a game!
That's a great ball. Oh, boys missed it. Cuts it back, and the Honka defender has cleared it.
No clue when I'm gonna get to use my Aberdeen or even get my Aberdeen season ticket. Give it to me. I've still not received it.
There you go, Kobe.
Happy birthday, Kobe. Come on, boys.
That's been nice for you today.
Thank you. Go on. May I clear up? It is not my birthday now for anyone in the chat wondering,
but it was your birthday.
It was. That is.
Was it Tuesday? It was.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh my god! Aye. I had a 1 in 7 chance to get it right.
I don't know what the date is now. Well, 15th is because I went back to school yesterday. Only till 11, so it was all right.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Mm.
So what do you do for 2 hours in school then?
We went in. Every year's got our own entrance, so we had to go in the back door all of my year, and then you've got hand sanitizer. Yeah, you got to sanitize your hands every 2 minutes. You go in, you got to sanitize your hands, and you go to your reg class, sanitize your hands, go into reg, and I can't remember what they were doing for ages. They were just talking us through the rules and all. Then we had to sanitize our hands when we went out. Then we went to English for half an hour, sanitized our hands, left English, and then went to math for half an hour, sanitized our hands, left math, went home and sanitized our hands. So I don't know if that's effective, sanitizing your hands every half hour or so, but I'll have to do it more on Monday because we've got a full day. So. PE every day though, so I don't have to go in my school uniform.
Oh, fantastic!
No.
See, in my final year at school, I had PE for 4 out of my 5 days.
Oh.
And some days I would have it at the start of the day. So I just turn up to school with my PE kit.
Yeah, well, I think the rules have got in place for until they say otherwise. We've got to turn up in our PE kits if you've got PE that day, so you just wear your PE kit. So I've got PE, because what they do is you've got the subject you pick. You choose 4. Spend more time. Yeah, basically. But what they do is you've got 4. You pick 4 classes, and you got English and math. So you got 6 classes overall, and then you've got to have those classes 4 times a week minimum. But then PE core, which is you get twice. So I've got PE 6 times a week, and I've got it twice on a Thursday. So hey ho, no uniform for me.
Yeah, game. I mean, I was a bit of a. I don't want to say rebel because I never actually did much in terms of the uniform because I was just.
Oh wait! What?
Huh. What's happened, Kobe?
Well, I wanted to see a highlight because Hamilton just broke through St Mirren, had a shot, deflected off Chauncey, went to Moyo, he did well, and it was a good save from Anik. It was right at him by the looks of things, but it was good skill, and then Anik dropped it, and he just caught it before it went off in the net, but good chances for both teams so far. I think Hamilton have had the better chances.
Interesting.
Both teams are playing well though. So.
Good. And if you're gonna put a point in the comments, I will highlight a comment that I feel like is good enough to be commented. But if you're gonna spam it 10, 20, 30 times, I'm just gonna put you in a timeout. So I've said that in a previous stream. So we don't want the comments to be clogged up by just one thing being said over and over again, because it's a waste of everyone's time. And I want to give, we've got 32 people in the stream, and I want to give everyone a good amount of time to actually put in a comment, and we'll talk about whatever you have to say.
Well, the spam, happy birthday, Kobe.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, everyone in the stream will get it. It was my birthday. Thank you. Move on.
Jamie, have you got the County Dundee United game yet?
No, I'm still trying to get in. It's not working somehow.
That's no good.
So.
I would recommend anyone, maybe, if you're willing to, invest in Fire Stick. Good worthwhile purchase.
I will be.
It's good.
With my new desk, I will be.
You got Wraith Rovers TV and everything. You're sorted.
Nah, I do not think St Mirren will get top 6. I don't think they're ready yet.
Oh, Big Obi just slashed this shot. That was a good chance.
Oh, we're playing at 5:30, so we'll be covering that later. Here we go.
Big Obi just slashed that shot. I mean, he should have probably done a lot better from that, but good chance. I would not put Motherwell on today against Hibs. Don't know if these are. I don't know if.
What world are we going to beat him?
I think Hibs will beat Motherwell. God, you have to be confident because, but you know, as a neutral, I do think Hibs will win. They look good. I think they'll beat us. I think they'll beat both of us for third this season. Mm-hmm. If they're going like that, because Hibs are a weird one. They sometimes start really well or start poorly like they did last season, and then they have a good patch and then they like get a top 6er. Last season they finished, was it 6th, but then the points per game took them outside the top 6 to put them 7th. So I definitely think they've got the squad and players. I think Jack Ross is a good manager. I think we've got games in hand, and since our games have been cancelled, it kind of helps us a bit. If you think because Cosgrove's always out injured. Ryan Edmondson's now out injured as well. He's back to Leeds. Curtis Main's out injured, and Bruce Anderson's in quarantine. So we've got no strikers. But then by the time we're back,
the door on tour, I'll be seeing him at the Football Content Awards in November. Looking forward to
it. What's the fake idea?
Links, everyone. We are watching games through the legitimate links through the club's TV streams.
Hamilton TV, I must say the service right now is very good.
But because I cannot get on to the
looping ball from Tate right to the back post, and it was done well to get cleared, and it's now out for a corner to St Mirren. What a ball in from Tate right to the. I mean, if Big Obi was there instead, and if that's Hamilton defender wasn't there, that's a goal for sure. What a ball from Tate. I don't know why you didn't. Well, obviously there's probably reasons behind the scenes, but corner for St Mirren. What do you think about the new boy you got in, O'Donnell?
I'm absolutely buzzing that we signed Stephen O'Donnell.
We've actually
got a right back.
Yeah. That's how you know something's going on, because I'm just going to shout, ooh, or something like that. Yeah. So basically, I want to see the highlight. It was a corner, right in. Joe Shaughnessy again, right from. He's been, I think they've obviously worked on these. He's running about whether he's getting his head on it or volleying it. And it was another good save from the Hamilton keeper. He's dangerous from the corners. They're double marking him for this one.
We'll be talking score predictions for the Hibs Motherwell game when we're doing the Hibs Motherwell stream, because we're actually going to have a Hibernian fan as a guest on. So that'll be later on. It's John Faulkner from the Long Bangers podcast. He is going to be on with us. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be a good chat, a good stream. But we're focusing on today's 3 p.m. fixtures first, before we get into any nitty-gritty about Hibernian versus Motherwell.
St Mirren look really dangerous from these corners. They've obviously worked on them, whether like the different styles, and they've all landed at Joe Shaughnessy. He was a danger for them when he was playing for St Johnstone. I remember they beat us like 5-0 or something, and he scored like 2. And even when he played for us, he was good at them, but they've been utilising him from these corners. Oh, right to the back post still kept it offside, never mind. Both teams have started well. I know I keep saying it, but what a game. These are missing out.
But
not.
The Hibs Motherwell game is on Sky later on, so that's how we're going to be watching the game, because I've got a link on my laptop,
Mm-hmm. Well, what was I going to say? Yeah, you said for a while you wanted O'Donnell. Because I remember you saying, I can't remember, I think it was after Grimshaw made his error, even after Ross County, I think you were saying, why don't I go get him?
You know for a fact, I've said ever since the start of the season, Motherwell should be going for Stephen O'Donnell. And
we were wanting him in January, before we got Hernandez on a pre-contract. We wanted him, but well, it's kind of a kick in the teeth for Hamlin, is it? Keeping him fit, keeping his fitness up, giving his test for COVID, and now he just walks over the road to East. But wasn't he wanting a move down south and never got it?
Yeah.
And then
he left Kilmarnock in pursuit of a move down south. He had offers down south actually, but he decided to sign for Motherwell because it's only a short-term deal with an option to extend. Because of course, if he gets a big opportunity down south, he'll be away. No doubt about it.
I think he's a good player. Every time there was some Killie fans last season saying he was overrated and stuff, but every time I watched him, he was always class. Like I watched him when he played against Rangers, he got a goal, and I'm pretty sure he got an assist. And against us as well, he always had a good game. So I think you've got a good player. Obviously, Grimshaw was getting played out of position, so that was the area you really needed to strengthen, because that's where you looked most vulnerable when he was like switching off for a minute. So hopefully now for you that's changed. But I think I saw his interview with Sky, and he was saying how he wanted to move for his family, and how his family's like lives obviously near Motherwell, so he goes and drops his kids off every morning at his mum's or something. So that's obviously handy for him, and it'll help him settle in more. So that's obviously good for you. So seems a good player.
He's the sort of player that doesn't put a foot wrong all game.
He never has as much a loud game, apart from maybe Rangers last season, but he always does well enough. Good player. So I wanted him asked before we got Hernandez. I don't even know if he'll be any good.
Any luck, Jamie?
Nah, not getting anywhere. So
I think I've got an idea. I'll message it.
Can't find anything for Ross County v United. So
yeah, I'm struggling with Kelly St Johnstone still. I think I'm just going to leave it on the HJK game.
Ooh. Go, Shirley Tate. Oh, goal! 1-0 St Mirren.
Richard Tate scored again.
No, he got the assist. It was Big Obi. And it was great play from St Mirren. They were troubling them, just passing it around the box, and it was deflected. Hamilton weren't doing enough to get rid of it. And then Richard Tate looked like he was trying to get the shot off, but he couldn't. Then Big Obi ran in the middle and just tapped it home. What a pass. What a bit of play. I'm trying to see, Big Obi turned him, went to Richard Tate from the deflection. He hit it in right to Big Obika, who just scored. It was a tap-in for him, but it was great play. St Mirren couldn't have done, no, Hamilton couldn't have done much about it, to be fair. But what a good bit of play from St Mirren there. 1-0. This is some game. I'm loving this.
And it's a goal for Honka Espu if you care about the Finnish Liga.
Who scored the goal?
I don't know, but
Star striker. What a game.
Oh my god. The keeper
What?
just passed it to the player and then he squared it and it was an open goal.
Yeah.
It was goalkeeping error.
You know what, Gogsy? You know how you were playing on? You said something earlier. It's like you were playing on some like basketball court on Football Manager.
Oh yeah.
I was playing in a pre-season tour. Oh wait, 1 minute. There's just loads of St Mirren fans outside the stadium with bottles of Buckfast and everything. Other drinks are available, but
Nah, I can't get anywhere. I'm gonna give up. I've been trying for 20 minutes, but
Hey, just find another game to commentate on.
yeah.
or the live ticker. But I did that once. It's not the most entertaining. But what was I saying? Yeah, the turf. I was in a pre-season. No, it was like a friendly game I was in. And I'm playing on some basketball court, like turf thing. It was like a school playground I was playing on.
Aye.
I couldn't believe it.
Aye,
That Marias boy for St Mirren looks a unit.
I've managed to get a trip in of San Marino to the Europa League group stages and just got pumped by Sporting Lisbon 4-0 in my first Europa League game.
I got knocked out the group stage. I had some group like Olympic Lyonnais, got pumped by them. No, it was only 4-2. Then who else was in it? Torino were in it, and then so were Valencia. So I wasn't getting. I didn't finish bottom. Torino were the ones that knocked me out, like, and they finished bottom. The boy Catrone. Jesus.
Oh, Catrone's amazing on that. What was the other team?
There was Valencia. They beat me. I just, and then Olympic Lyonnais. I was just trying to scrape draws. I was parking the bus, like, and then trying to talk Big Sam Cosgrove up, getting ahead of. Next time. I can never beat Celtic I can never do it. I'm on the mobile one right now though because my computer's gone.
Oh yeah, I always struggle against Celtic as well.
Just get pumped and then get a Cosgrove late goal, something like that. I don't know. Signed Ross Stewart though, and McGrath. Ross Stewart's that. I got James Scott on.
I'm just gonna go follow the text commentary for Ross County.
Okay, that's fine.
I did that once for the Motherwell game.
Nothing worse.
What's every other game score? I can't. Oh, it might say on the bottom. Yeah. Oh well, I've hit the jackpot here, like.
You've got it good.
I know. Great game this. I was expecting. Jesus, maybe my 3-1's on now. Might have to revert back.
By the way,
no, it's just.
I would just like to put out a tip for the comment section. Anyone who is a keen gambler, do not gamble at home. Gamble aware. Just saying. Man City v Lyon. 2 corners each team in each half is 8-1 on Sky Bet.
Two corners. Wait, two corners in each half. Well, I mean that's basically a given, surely.
Yeah, I mean I had on a coupon last night for the Barcelona Bayern game. 2 corners each team each half was 5-1.
And wasn't much corners now. I think
Bayern had 5 corners in the first half, I think.
And like none in the second. No, because Ter Stegen wasn't saving anything. There's no need for corners.
Yeah.
Jesus, Joe Lewis could put in a better shift than he did yesterday. They were 4-1 down and he's doing that little thing that I hate when keepers do it, like give you heart attacks and all that, trying to like cut it. Richard Tate's just been caught out. No, never mind. Foul. Gave away the foul, made up for it. Had to do it. Professional foul.
Any chance here for Helsinki?
What a game.
Yeah, cleared.
Shaughnessy was clearing that. Good defence the Maroon have got themselves now. Joe Shaughnessy, I would take him in Aberdeen still.
Ross County have a free kick in the attacking half against United, so I'll be hoping they can make something happen there, obviously. So.
Jamie being the resident Dundee fan in the stream.
Few Dundee fans are on the streams a few times. Fraser as well. Dundee ever played.
We'll be talking predictions for Hibs v Motherwell when we're doing our stream with Hibs v Motherwell. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. We'll be ending the stream here at about 5 o'clock, and we'll be away for a 15-minute break, and I'll be back with fresh guests after the 15-minute break. So from about 5:15 onwards, we'll be talking football.
I think my league predictions have gone up the drain already.
Oh, mate,
I put St Mirren down to finish bottom. Jesus. Just because I thought they lost like loads of players, and obviously Bladkey, I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember. I think I put Kelly second bottom, but then they made like loads of signings since then to strengthen. I put Hamilton
At least
10th.
At least St Mirren winning it still keeps Hamilton bottom. Like,
Meh.
so at least Aberdeen are still like
Yeah,
nowhere
true.
near the clip.
We could be bottom by the next time we play. Jesus, that's why I'm kind of happy that we're not playing, because it would have been worse if we lost 8 players, because that's 8 first 11 players. We'd have had no midfield. We'd probably have to play like Barron and all that from the youth team, and we'd have probably lost. I've seen Aberdeen fans saying, "Oh, we'd have beat Hamilton." But I don't think we would have. I know they're doing poor, but they've got a better team than they did last season. We kind of struggled against them at times last season. So I'm kind of glad, because then we'll have Cosgrove out for less games now. Bruce Anderson will be back from quarantine. I think Curtis Main will be back for a bit. Who else is? I don't even know who else is out. Edmondson's back at Leeds. He got injured. What are they doing in training? Jesus. Edmondson might have just had a look at Aberdeen in the week. Sorry, he was here. He's probably thinking, no, this ain't worth it. Floods, lockdown. What has happened? I can't remember. Yeah, we're back in lockdown. Floods. Players can't play because COVID, and we went out. He's probably got his girlfriend and boot him in the leg or something.
Can I just time to answer some comments? Louis Hamilton, I don't know what Motherwell team you've been watching. Seedorf has played in each of the 3 games so far this season.
Seedorf's been your best player, I think. One of them.
He's been our best player.
been
Fresh guest. We've got John from Long Bangers on the Hibernian podcast. We'll be looking forward to hearing from him. And I don't know about Frasquandro. He said he might be. He's touch and go though. I think Kobe's got a video to make tonight, so I don't think he's going to be on.
No.
Nah. I've spoken to Hearts fan Aaron Fraser. We'll have a wee bit of. We'll try and get that sorted. But I honestly do not know. Oh, what save from the Helsinki keeper. Sorry. But honestly, I don't know who's all coming on. It's very we've got a very bare squad at the moment.
What happens when everyone starts doing these live streams?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone on the dog has started doing these live streams since we started a couple of weeks ago. So
men down in the chat, Ryan and David. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, I'm back on the stream there, right? It was lagging for a second, but oh yeah, could have been a good
it's
chance.
a goal at Tynewell, Jamie Ramage. Who's it for?
Hang on, it's not came through just yet. I'll be back with more details when I get that. Let's see.
I will try and click over quickly if you want.
It is for Ross County. That is.
What a goal!
Scored by Carl Donaldson, who also played for United. So it was apparently a right-footed shot that came from a corner. So he's put the Staggies 1-0 up against his former team. So
I'm watching it now. Great ball in. It went to him. Boom! Outside the box volley. What a goal!
Ross County, one of the teams that can actually end this weekend on 12 points. So it'll be interesting. Can they?
That's one prediction I've got. Well,
no, Ross County are top, so they'll be on 10 points. So they're 1 point ahead because they drew midweek. So
I told you. I told everyone.
So,
But as it stands, they're top ahead of Rangers by 1 point. So
everyone's putting Ross County bottom and all that in the predictions. I put them quite high up. I just thought they've got a decent team. If they can get them all playing well, then I also think Kettlewell as well, because Kettlewell as well. They had didn't have a co-manager thing last season,
yeah.
and one of them he moved higher up or something. So I think that might help. It might help them as well, maybe.
He changed
I
roles.
Yeah, I think he moved higher up or something in the club. I'm not sure. But what a goal that was! That was quite a good goal. That. Wait till.
Colin Ritchie, I do believe Hibs have signed Robbie McCrory.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Ross McCrory. So that's a done deal. Ross County could be 9 points clear of Celtic. Is it? Really?
Well, they could be 12 points.
no, they're 6 points clear of Celtic.
Yeah,
Because obviously Celtic won on the first game and then they drew the second game. So and Ross County are on 10 points. But looking at the statistics, actually, it says Ross County have had the upper hand. They've had 2 shots on target, and Dundee United haven't had any, and 1 off target. And United have only had 2 shots and both off target. And Ross County have had the fairer share of possession. They've had 55%, and Dundee United have had 40.
Well, it looks like I can't remember what you predicted, but I'm pretty sure we predicted. I predicted on Ross County would 2-1 win. I don't know what he's predicted. Can't remember.
No, I said that would be 2-2 because I thought.
Yeah.
I was watching United midweek against Hibs. I thought they played well, but I thought it was a really scruffy game. But I thought there was no sort of areas of concern. But it'll be interesting to see how United sort of go about the Premier League in the next few weeks. But I do think they'll do all right. But
yeah, they need Shanklin to start firing. I know he's not been playing against Motherwell, and I don't think he started against Hibs either. So they just need to get, when he's back fully fit, they need to get him firing, because against St Johnstone he didn't have that good of a game. And if you're comparing him to Kevin Nisbet, who I'd say in the Championship people were rating Shanklin a lot higher than, and his value's probably higher than Nisbet's. Now Nisbet's outperforming him right now, so I kind of want to see how that turns out.
I wonder if they just keep I'm not sure, but I know teams have done this in the past, because in fact I'll use an example of when Shanklin played for Ayr. He was always on the bench, during the transfer season. So whether something's happening about that, nobody knows. Dundee United fans will know better than I do, but whether they're keeping him on the bench until after the, in case people are interested in him, whether they're just keeping him rested. Who knows? But I don't think he would leave United though. But I'm sure at January time a few English clubs are interested in him. But
yeah,
I think it's a gamble him leaving yet, because he's still, as good as he is and as good as his goal scoring record is, he's still not
himself in the Premiership yet.
Yeah, exactly. He's not. But even when he was at Aberdeen, he was nothing special, and I know he was a lot younger than, and he didn't have as experience. He never stood out and never looked like someone that would be the next big thing at Aberdeen. Then he went out on loan to, I think he went to St Mirren, and he went to Ayr and all that. Or no, I think we signed him from St Mirren or something like that.
It seems to be that Louis Appert has started a lot for Dundee United, towards the end of last season, and obviously towards the start of this season. So I think he would be the sort of, I think he'll be a key player for United this season. He's a good player, so
yeah.
Oh,
something happened, Kobe.
Ryan Fulton just made a great save. I think it was I can't remember who it was. It wasn't it was the new boy, the big lad I was saying earlier, number 19. What a shot it was! He just turned the St Mirren centre back inside out, and then took the shot on. It was a great shot right into the top corner. But what a save from Fulton! He's had a great game so far. It could be 3 or 4-0 St Mirren right now. A good few chances from corners. It's another corner again. If they go to Chauncey, it'll be interesting to see how they mark him.
Louis Perry's been yellow carded for Dundee United.
I was speaking to him last week after he played against Motherwell, and I said to him, because he had a wee naughty tackle on Alan Campbell from behind, and he said, "No, it was a bit of a tired tackle," and I said, "I'm surprised he didn't get booked," and he was like, "Aye, he should have." But what about Greg Docherty? I don't really know, to be honest. I know he played well for Hibs last season when he was on loan from Rangers, but I'm pretty sure. Well, this is the thing. You've got Rangers fans saying, "Oh, you surely want this player, surely you want that player." But when it's roles reversed, I mean, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing when Docherty signed from Hamilton for Rangers, Rangers fans were raving about him, and just because they'd signed
Well,
him.
It's the same thing.
He got put down to Shrewsbury.
They just want to offload players.
They used to always slag off Ryan Jack when he played for us, saying he only went backwards and sideways and all that. But as soon as he signs for them, he's the next best thing since like sliced bread and all that. Like, it's just because he's playing for them. But
I don't know about the Greg Docherty thing, because when he signed for Rangers a couple years ago, he went to Shrewsbury not long after that on loan. So, and then I don't know where he is now, but it's you never heard of him again.
Yeah, he's still there, but
he's still at Rangers, is he?
I think he's a good player.
I heard rumours that Rangers were wanting Alan Campbell as a sort of trade offer for Greg Docherty.
I wouldn't listen too much to those rumours.
I'm not listening at all.
Every Scottish player that always performs well.
Ross County have just had another shot. So.
Apparently, Cosgrove was linked to them for a bit when they need a striker. It's never going to happen.
Oh, the amount of times I've seen Cosgrove signed for Rangers on Football Manager because he's a good player outside the old firm.
No, that's what I hate about Scottish football. It's the fact that they just go and buy. Oh, you're performing well. That's what I said. I think I put in the chat. I was like, oh, it was Templeton for I can't remember who it was for. Hamilton that always scores against me. George Oakley, that's the one. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna sign him then because he keeps. It's the old firm. It's what it's like Steven Gerrard sitting down in his boardroom. He scored against me. You go sign him. How much you want him? Like he scored. I did sign him in the end. I put him down in the reserves. But
thing is though, Hibs did not have the option to keep Greg Docherty.
No.
He was on loan. So there was no way he was going to actually stay permanently.
I think they definitely need a centre mid, and whether this McCrory is, I've not seen much of him, and whether he's that player or he won't, or will he start? That's up to, I don't know. Rangers fans will know more about him than me, but we'll accept that opinion. Probably not, because it's probably just going to be he's class, but. Hibs looked so much better with Greg Docherty last season just because he linked to the defence and the attack up well, and he created chances for Deutsch, and I think they need a player like him to get things clicking and it'll make them even better than they are playing now. So I think they need a player.
Every player in their career, if they have a couple of good games on the trot, they will get linked with a move to Rangers or Celtic. It is a fact, Colin Ritchie. There is no proof about it because it is an unwritten law. There you go, mate.
I've seen it on all.
Oh, there's been another goal at Dingwall.
I'm turning over.
Yeah, it's a goal for United. They've pulled one back.
Excellent.
Peter Pollett has scored.
Perfect for the bet.
Peter Pollett, baby.
So
what a player he is. Oh.
I've got a draw in that game, so
brings a tear to my eye.
Fantastic result right now.
Just reading the text commentary, it said Dundee United have slowly started to get back into the game. So, and obviously they've just scored. So, I don't know. It could go either way. It seems like a really good game. Always knew that would be hard for them and difficult to predict. But there you go. Sounds like a good one.
What a cracking player for Peter Pollett.
Just waiting on the scorer to come through. I hope it's Louis Appery.
No, it's Peter Pollett.
Peter Pollett, you say?
Yeah, it's Peter Pollock.
I told you what a player he is. Peter Pollock, baby. I miss Peter Pollock.
At Dingwall, fantastic game up there. We cannot cover
There
it.
we go. What a player he is. There we go.
That was Dundee United's first shot on target as well.
By the way, against Celtic. Oh. Done Van Dijk dirty. One of the last players to dribble past him, probably. What? He just binned him inside out. Like, oh. I'll be taken back. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Good player, though. Turns out this game might not be. Oh, yeah. Jamie McGrath tried to volley it. It's just blocked. Still going. Still going.
He might do. I don't know yet. He probably will.
Yeah, he will. Anything's better than Grimshaw.
Robinson said he'll go straight into the team on Friday night because he said, well, he's been training at Hamilton Accies.
Yeah, what's your Gogsy? What's your thoughts on Robinson? What he said about the team and how I can't remember what. I didn't see what it was.
100% correct. He had every right to rip into the team. Some players.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd asked me at the start of the season how I'd expect us to start off with, I would have said 6 or 7 points out of the first 9, and we've got 1 point from it.
To be honest, right?
Start of the season.
To be honest, when you saw him do the interview, like you know, I think the results from and the start or your form overall in 2020 has been absolutely dreadful. So, but I think he must have caught the viewers by absolute surprise because you could totally see it in him that he wasn't happy. But I mean, and you can't blame him. But you know, it's. You saw the Stephen Thompson and the rest of the pundits, you know, comment on, you know, how frustrated Robinson was after the Livy game midweek. But
I mean, play 3 games against teams that sit back and allow you to attack and allow you to make your own mistakes, and that's been our downfall. Like we cannot get so much time on the ball because we will play ourselves into trouble, and that is the Motherwell way. And the fact that we've got a chance to go and play an open game against Hibs, because I know for a fact Hibs will come out on the front foot from the
Hibs are flying, so
yeah, Hibs will not sit back and let you attack. We have to go and play against Hibs. We can't just sit back and let them attack us.
Another thing is, you seem to switch off as well. Like both goals against so far against Ross County and against Dundee United. Grimshaw just like it wasn't just him. I think Gallagher as well. Maybe they just like started sleeping for one moment. We're all over them attacking wise, and then he fell asleep, and then Grimshaw doesn't get goal side and doesn't like leave. He leaves his man, and then he's open, and then it was the same against Ross County for your goal. Oh.
And the strangest thing is, our toughest game this season so far was against Livingston. Livingston were better than us on Wednesday night. And we've somehow managed to get a point from it. We conceded.
That shouldn't happen. Like you can look at Livingston. They have a really good team, and you know Gary Holt's done really well. He's got some good players in that side, but you shouldn't really sort of let a team like that just dominate you. I mean, especially at home as well. It's just not. It's not good enough. I mean, and I think. Looking at Motherwell this season, they've lost stupid goals. Like the penalty against Ross County, it was stupid defensive play, and the goal against Dundee United, you know, the defense just looked absolutely lost, and the boy put it in for them. But I mean, you need to sort that out because I mean, if you don't do that quickly, it's
it's
not one of those. You could even take it back, and as Jamie, as you said, the form in 2020, you just didn't end last season well at all. And Yeah, he's got third, but that you could have easily dropped.
It was
that
relegation form, and we were still third.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that just shows how poor we played in some games. But then there's no point of me sitting here complaining that if that game went ahead, we would have got third because one, we don't know that, and two, we should have probably got it with that form. But you could look at it like that and say you're continuing that form over, then it's probably a bigger problem for you. But I just think you need to pick up the form and quick because that could easily fall in. That could be 3 points you lose, and that's a 6 point the week after. Then maybe you draw. So that's piling up, and then especially how quick and relentless games are coming, it's going to be harder to make up those points.
Especially when we've not yet played Aberdeen, Rangers, or Celtic.
Yeah. The only big team you're playing with today against Hibs and really Dundee United, and they're newly promoted. So,
no.
But playing Accies next week, so that'll be a
no games easy.
To be fair, they've played well here. It's just half time now. The boy Marias for St Mirren, he's had a great game. He's massive and he's causing trouble for the midfield and centre backs. He looks a good player.
It's half time at the Ross County game. It's 1-0. So.
Yeah, half time here as well. Have we talked about the ball and goalie thing? I don't think we have. No.
Mate, we've talked about the ball and goalie thing in every stream we've done this week. I can't even ask to go through it again.
I think we all
it's quite self-explanatory.
To be honest.
I just think it's funny, quickly, from Neil Lennon, how he's so slating Aberdeen and Derek McInnes saying, how don't we know where our players are? We should know where they are. They should go to training, go home, rest, and then go to training again. And he's not knowing his left back on 15 grand a week in Spain. Like, have a day off. He knows fine well where he was. But I can't wait to watch Aberdeen play again. Jesus, it feels like...
Honestly, I could not be arsed talking about it anymore. That's all that's been going on this week.
That's all I've heard, really, on the papers. It's him. Sky Sports, it's him. And it's still bringing up Aberdeen. That's what Dave Cormack released a thing. He was just saying, all right, they've apologised, they've been fined, they've been punished. We move on. Like, stop going. It's like it happened. It happened quite a while ago, and it's still on Sky Sports every day, still in the papers. It's like
it's happened. You know, let's just move on. You know,
exactly. It's not even
there's bigger things going on about getting the game sorted. We can't be doing with all the sort of negative things that are happening just now. You know, it's bad management. It's stupid errors. Let's just move on with it.
I know.
So
I don't know.
We get the message. Like,
I put something on Instagram, and there's a fan saying like, "Oh, I can't believe you accept an apology." Well, what else? What do you want them to do? They've apologized. No one's saying it's right what they've done just because of it. They know it's not right. We've got to have to take the word for it, whether people are saying it's written by the club or not. It doesn't. We don't know that. You can't just keep knocking them. It's kicking a down horse, and like newspapers and people aren't just reporting on it anymore. They're just digging into them, and I guarantee. It's just frustrating, and I think that's why Dave Cormack done the thing. It's like, all right, we get it now. You've been going on for ages. Move on, like. And I dare say that more teams, it'll happen in more teams, and I do think Scottish football might get called off. But
sorry.
Sorry, I was going to ask Kobe something. Is Aberdeen St Johnstone this week? Is it? Rescheduled.
I think it's not. It was on the 19th, but our game against Salak was called off. I've got no clue. I think it was 19th, but I'm pretty sure that'll be off as well now. I don't know when the next time we play is, to be honest.
Because it's still going bad. It's still going pretty bad up there. So I think they've rescheduled that too soon. But there's been no word on it. So
I'm not even sure how the numbers for coronavirus is doing anymore in Aberdeen. I've not heard much things, but I think
so. Time to answer some more comments. Sorry, boys, but it's half time in the game, so do a sort of half time Q&A. Thoughts on Motherwell playing Seedorf and Hilton both in opposite wings? Well, Hilton's hardly played this season because he's not been fit yet. Thing is with Motherwell like to switch the wingers. Like they play the wingers in one half, and then they'll switch it at half time, just to confuse the opposition for the first 15 minutes of the second half. That's what we usually do. So, I don't really have any thoughts on it. That's just the way Motherwell play. Thoughts on the 8-2 last night? Yeah, cool. It happened. So what? Happy birthday to Reese Blaze. I hope you have a good day. Hopefully, it's marked by a Motherwell victory. Aberdeen St Johnstone's on the 20th.
Right.
I would assume the game's also on Hibs TV. But what you can do is you can watch the Hibs Motherwell game on whatever provider, and you can put the commentary off and listen to us chat shit for the whole game instead. How about that? That sounds even better. And yes, there's confirmation. Hibs game is on for Hibs TV season ticket. You and Angus, what thoughts on Jordan White so far? He's not really played enough, but he had a solid game on Wednesday night, so hopefully we get to see some more of him. Prediction for the team, we should go with, in my opinion, Carson, O'Donnell, Gallagher, Mugabe, Lamy, mid three of O'Hara, Turnbull, and Campbell, and front three of Seedorf, Hilton, and White. 10 in a row will not be stopped. As for that, well, I would assume that it's all right, seeing as it's on Hibs TV. Who needs the stadia back when Gogsy does the birthday shout? Well, I would love Tony Watt to start, but I think you can only start Tony Watt or Jordan White because they're both quite similar players. Morelos or Edouard, is that really a question? It's got to be Edouard.
Hurts me.
Better than Walker, to be honest. Yeah, I do try. I mean, I know the sky is blue. I know the grass is green.
If it rains, the grass will be wet.
Motherwell face Glentoran or Havnar, both flag of Faroe Islands in the line, but probably Glentoran, in my opinion. That tie is on Thursday, and we'll be covering it here live on the Gogsy 99 channel. I'll be getting sent a link for it. So we'll be doing an alternative commentary for that, and we'll be talking about Europa League fixtures that are happening on Thursday. So
what, is it not on? Is it not on Motherwell TV? Like,
it wouldn't be on Motherwell TV if it's Glentoran v Havnar boat.
I thought you mean in the actual game.
No, I don't know what they're doing for that yet. Hopefully it'll be on Motherwell TV, but I can't be too sure.
Surely you wouldn't go to a pub or something.
It's not domestic football, so
yeah. It'll probably be on like Premier Sport or something. That's what our games are on. Well, not our games are on.
Not at this time. I don't think we're playing a big enough opponent for it to be televised.
Well, to be fair, we played some. I don't even know who. It was Shakira. Then we played Rocks before that, and that was on. I was watching it in Spain on Premier Sport. So
fantastic. I had quite a lot of fun betting on Aberdeen last season in the Europa League. I think each of the three fixtures that he's actually won.
Yeah.
I bet on you to win both teams to score on both the games against the Finland team, and I had you to win by 4 or more goals.
It was just that Rijeka game. I always hope they get pumped now. I hated that game. It's one of the probably the second most, or even most boring game I was at last season. After the Motherwell game, that was up there. That was a shocker. But the Rijeka game was just Ojo got sent off early on, and then we looked awful.
Well, only if Motherwell get as far enough that we get to go and
That would be a bummer if he's don't get in this season or next season and he don't even get to go to a game.
I mean, at this point, I mean, I'm making good amount of views through live streaming, so
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's 6 and 2 3s. But obviously, I would prefer to go to the game. Like,
Yeah.
I do want to go get a press pass or something and watch the game. That'd be nice.
Are you going to be a season ticket holder at Motherwell this season, Gogsy?
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder.
Aye, it's all right.
The thing for
That's why you
Aberdeen fans are complaining because they're saying, oh, they bought into what the club are feeding them, but I think the reason I bought the season ticket was, well, one, because the club was struggling and it's a way I helped them out, and two, because I was going to get the season ticket anyway. I mean, they said we would have been back in, like, what was it, September? That's obviously not going to be the case now, but...
I think I'm going to get a Dundee season ticket because I think if crowds are going to be in, you know, at a social distance capacity, I think you kind of want that edge to, you know, kind of get in and watch your team. So, and it's only going to be easier if you are a season ticket holder. So
Yeah.
I think it might be beneficial, but
I was looking forward to the season so much because obviously the red shed with Aberdeen. Well, no, it's not. It'll be next season, obviously. But everything the club had planned, like, it's kind of just been stopped, I guess. But
yeah.
Amy, what are they doing pricing wise for Dundee? Because of course you only played 27 games. Have they reduced it?
Yeah, well, a normal student because I'm going to uni next year, so I'm going to be a student season ticket holder. That would normally cost in a normal season about £220. This year it's only 130. So, I mean they've reduced it quite a bit. So, so whether we can get in or not by the time our season starts in October, nobody knows. But I think that's quite good how they've done that, because I mean, people will still go and buy their season tickets and give the club a bit of money and all that sort of thing, because it's expected to happen, and you know it is going to be a very hard league as well. So whatever the government guidelines are for crowds going in, I think any club in Scottish football, I should say, should be able to sort of, you know, it would be good to see like clubs do as much as they can to get as much fans in as they can, and when that's allowed. So hopefully we do see that this season. But.
Well, yeah, I think my Aberdeen one was about the same price for an under-18 one, but I think, I don't know. I think obviously you'll probably get back to games before I do, because I think because of our little outbreak we've had, it'll get pushed back. Didn't Motherwell have a little outbreak in like Lanarkshire or something?
Yeah, we did, but I don't think it's affected the team. So I think
we'll not as bad as ours. But I think we'll go back in maybe a bit later than usual. That's why I don't know why in Aberdeen they didn't just shut down maybe like the shops, like some shops, and just keep your big retail ones open, because then less people are going to go out, and then if you're doing the 2-week lockdown or whatever it is, people are quarantining anyway that way because no one's going out, and then everyone will hopefully lose it. But did you hear what happened and how it kind of got to Aberdeen? There was a French guy who was working offshore with a guy from Aberdeen, and they were coming here to stop by, and then they were waiting for their test and they didn't get them back just now. It's like, oh, we won't have it, it'll be fine. They went on a massive pub crawl to loads of pubs in Aberdeen, and then they had it.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that. We don't have any Lancashire rivals, mate. If you're meaning Lanarkshire, no, Hamilton are like a cockroach. They always find a way to stay up.
Yeah, like you'll look at it this season, maybe because no one predicted them that I saw, apart from maybe your English ones that did the predictions, apart from to predict Hamilton to go down, because they always seem to avoid it. I think maybe this year the logic was, if everyone doesn't predict them to go down, they will go down. So
how will I survive?
Scottish football's just wanting Hamilton to finally go down.
Yeah. I think they'd have went down last season, but because it could have been them or Hearts, because people were saying Hearts were poor.
They didn't lose a game to Hearts.
No, but
Hearts were terrible.
Yeah, they won like 4 games or something.
The thing is, right, last season in the Lanarkshire Dart, the Fir Park game when Hamilton, because we were there, when Hamilton played Motherwell and won 2-1 at Fir Park, Hamilton actually played very well, and they dug deep to get the 3 points that day, and you kind of said, this team's good enough to stay in the league, but like we also saw Hearts last season as well, just before lockdown, and
they played well.
I don't Hearts just they were like a different team I've never seen before. Like I've never seen Hearts play so bad. They were so they just looked like a team with no belief. So
is that strange? Because when they played us, every time they gave us a good game. First game of the season, we went and we're like comfortably up winning, and then they came on, like Naismith came on and he got 2 goals, and then it took like Ryan Hedges in the last minute to win us the game, and then they knocked us out of the cup as well, didn't they? Again, the quarterfinals on pens, and then we drew with them as well. Like that was the first draw or something of the season, and then it was us. So
anyone but Motherwell.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say I want a certain team relegated. I mean, as long as it's not.
You never do.
No.
Because if you were to give me a choice of who I'd want relegated, I'd want Rangers to get relegated and Celtic to get relegated via the playoff.
Yeah,
that is my answer every.
I don't know. That's quite a tricky question, because when you're in the Championship, you like seeing you would go for a team with like larger support to come down. Like if I would rather not, depending on where we would be next season. I wouldn't want teams like Livy and Hamilton and Ross County and all that to come down, because they don't offer much, but you would probably go for like one of the bigger teams to come down. But then again, it does sort of
should be 1-1 here. Great chance for Hamilton just right off after second half kicked off. They were attacking, and it was a low driven cross. Moyo, whatever his name, how you pronounce it, left it, went straight to one of their players. Callahan hit it. It was going top the left corner, but I mean the keeper was standing.
I'll be back in just a sec.
It was safe for Alnwick for that one, but good chance. They now kill it. Never mind, they're not. It's not kill them. They're not counter attacking. So.
No, we're not doing the Champions League tonight. We're talking about the Hibs Motherwell game afterwards, because we've got. If we had a lot more people in the squad for this stream, then we would maybe try and get something done for the Man City Lyon game. But instead, we're just doing Hibs v Motherwell as well, that's it.
What about the other Jamie? You should get him signed up to the squad.
He's in Dunfermline today, so he's busy. Fraz is touch and go. Aaron, I said to him, "Are you coming on today?" And he just said, "Aye," but he didn't specify when.
Ryan and David might be able for the Champions League.
He's in Bells Hill right now for the Motherwell game, so he's not going to be on.
Shortage, low squad, not much depth, but
yeah, we definitely need to make a couple more signings.
Yeah, before the transfer window ends,
Yeah, definitely. For the Championship, who do you want up? I would love to see Arbroath in the Premiership. I think that would be a better thing.
I think if we're wanting a first team signing, like Sharpdiv might be a good option for a few Rangers games.
Aye, but Sharpdiv's on with Ryan and David.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that. Never mind then. Try to think who else. It would be we could get Josh on, maybe Fusion Josh for one of the games, one of the Scottish games.
I'll be speaking to potential signings. We cannot name anyone until we've actually signed them.
Start
because
announce signings.
otherwise some other media source might want to
That's
snap them
true.
up.
After they sign the contract and pass the medical, we will.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to go through the medical and
Announce signings.
you have to answer the sweetie question. That, that's how you get in.
Hamilton are playing quite good football here, actually. Nice little passing. They've been the better team since the second half's kicked off. I noticed. Oh yeah, what a tackle! Right through was that McGrath.
The thing is though, the thing I look for in someone to be a part of the squad is someone I actually know. It's not like so it's because sometimes if it's not someone that you know personally, then it could get very awkward on stream and it's like dead to that, and that's the last thing you want.
That is, what a good chance that was. Well, I want to say that again. Here, they're playing like Barcelona, Hamilton, like prime. McMahon played it into.
I take it you're not referring to the Barcelona that played last night.
No.
You should say they're playing like Bayern Munich.
2015 Barca. Like, Jesus. What a great. McMahon played it into Callahan, who just drilled it wide. Great play this. Like, I'm loving this. I'm winning this one. This is the real stripes.
Ross County are having a very good start to the season.
That is true Aaron Jones football.
So, I think you should pipe up, mate.
I don't know who he supports.
Profile picture.
I don't know who he supports, but I'd like to see their team play against Ross County right now. I don't think much teams would beat them.
I don't know. With an entitled comment like that, say, "Oh, you should get relegated because you can't even beat this team."
Let's just put it this way: no game is an easy game. It doesn't matter who you're playing. No game is an easy game.
Well, Jamie, I think you'd find our two-team league in Celtic and Rangers is the only hard games this season because no other team plays in the Scottish divisions apart from those two. Ross County do not bring much to the table, allegedly. I'm loving this game. This is. Hamilton have got a good team. Like they've always got those little players that just always get a move. I think Moyle will be the next one. Ferguson was Mikey Devlin as well. Then Gogic. They've always got those little players. Like
I wish we signed Gogic. That'd be great. Who's the?
Oh, what a player! It's like a bald Roy Keane.
I don't know. Aki signed Charlie Trafford as well. I don't know. Can't remember when they got him. But
got a Callahan as well. Templeton don't they have?
Callahan joined us last season, but he went away injured. So
good recruitment going on in the lower league teams, which I'm liking to see. Like St Mirren. Sorry, they've got a lot of good players. What was I can't remember the boy that I was raving about earlier. I can't even remember his name off my tongue, but he's number 19. I'm pretty sure.
Love to see the fact that we're getting a wee bit of exposure on TikTok.
Go on, I wonder who that TikTok lad was. Callum, maybe? Jesus, cleared right off of Callahan's dish.
I do love a good session up at Dingwall.
Very far for
my opinion on Ayeti signing for Celtic, I don't actually care.
He's good on Football Manager, but I don't know about
that's all you can say. I mean, to be honest, I don't know anything about him other than the fact, he played for West Ham. So what? He will end up scoring 20 goals in this league. Because anyone who played.
Depends. Will Neil Lennon be that fraudulent? He'll go to a 4-4-2 with Celtic can play Edward and him up top with Scott Brown and Callum McGregor in midfield. That's just so staunch of him if he does that.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Derek McInnes should play a 4-4-2. I don't understand why we play some mad formation. We've got the players like perfectly for it. 2 subs for Raki's coming on. I can't see who it is, but they look good. How's the Helsinki game going?
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
How's your Aka doing?
Oh, not very well. I think it's still 1-0. I've not had a notification saying otherwise. So, yeah, they're just dominating possession right now. They're not
Also,
doing much.
remember, when the fun stops, stop.
No, when the fun stops, just keep going.
No. Do not.
It's just disposable income anyway.
No. Was it Blair's Jers? All Blair's Jers money is going on your
It's all Blair's Jers.
That's what it is. You're just offloading the $3.99 on your Aka every time.
We are covering Hamilton Accies and St Mirren, Kilmarnock and St Johnstone, Ross
on the
Kennington.
Helsinki game. We're very well. We're going.
We're very well matched out.
I dare these people to go and find another Helsinki watch along. I don't think they'll have much luck, but worth a shot.
Going up for Helsinki, come on! Kobe, see that?
That's not a bank machine. That's a fence. God's sake.
That's near a bonk machine.
I wasn't getting the accent stuff today. I hate the Aberdeen accent with a passion.
Hi, Ron Mac. Well, they're not playing at the moment. It's no problem.
We've got no striker. Bruce Anderson's in quarantine. Cosgrove is out injured. Curtis Main is out injured, and Edmondson injured himself, and he's off to Leeds. But I think there's something fishy there. I think he's just got his bird to like lob a brick off his ankle or something. He's taking he's been in Aberdeen. Do you watch Barcelona? I did watch it.
I did watch it.
Oh, Hamilton. Templeton.
We were going to do a stream, but we didn't have a deep enough squad for it.
Sacked it off for Football Manager. Templeton just shafted his shot like. He just I don't know what he done there. He's that's a great chance for him. I would have done better than that. It's just the Hamilton youth with their bikes sitting on the hill with the JD bags looking quite solid as them. Gogs, you better have to watch out for them next time you're there. Like the Hamilton young team on the hill, all lighted, and that's all the Hamilton fans are. Nice to see them in full attendance today.
Overhead kick just goes wide.
Go on, Big Obi. Don't know why I like. I do like a bit of Big Obi. Never does well against us, but always does well against other teams. So. Marcus Fraser on the. That's a pen, surely. Free kick. That could have been in the box. That could be a red. I would say that. It's definitely a booking. But is that a red? Afternoon. Oh! What a bad challenge that was. But, they just gangbanged him there.
Wow.
He was in the middle. They both went boom right from both sides, wiped him up. That is close to a pen, like it's right on the edge of the box. It might be a bit close with Temple in here, but now the awkward silence because there's no commentators commentating. It's like a golf. It's like it's right at the feet here. There's no people could walk around and walk in the like right onto the pitch because the gate's open for with the big advertising board stand thing.
Yeah,
the gate's right open.
Looks like Ross County and Dundee United has picked up where it left off in the second half. Both teams have just had a shot each, just wide of the goal. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a winner in that one.
To interrupt, but Templeton slipped when he was taking the free kick right on his bum. That was
I've met something. I've been there, done that.
When he came to the well.
Yeah.
Also, did you know he turned down going to the Aberdeen Rangers game to go to a Chelsea Cup game? Shocking. Templeton just shafted that free kick. He slipped when he was taking it. I've been there a few times in the when I'm playing, you know, it's like you're running up for someone, it's a bit slippery, you slip and that would have hurt his bum like, but it was still a decent shot. It went to the opposite side of Arnick, he had it covered like, but Templeton's had quite a poor game. Callahan's been their best player. Ogpo came on for Hamilton. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Ockenpo,
that's the one. He came on.
Oh, the Motherwell team has been announced.
Go on then.
What is
Right.
it?
It's a goal for Helsinki! Come on!
It's a goal for Helsinki. Who scored it, Gogsy?
I don't know, but some boy in blue and white. He heads it home from the cross from outside the box. It's 1-8.
Yeah, this Hamilton youth team could run into the stadium. I swear, wait, one of them just kicked a ball into the stadium. One of them just leathered like.
The goal for Helsinki. Come on.
Oh, one of them just went to the gate. Here, they need to clear off for the Hamilton young team here. That is.
I respect that.
Well done, TTV, big cheeks. Here, this Hamilton young team, they're getting more coverage than Hamilton right now. One of them just booted their ball into the actual stadium deliberately. I watched him do it, and now he's trying to walk in the gate to get the ball back. Like there's a game going on here, lad. And
right, so we'll go with the Motherwell team to face Hibernian.
Please say Grimshaw's playing.
Carson.
Oh, please say Grimshaw.
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell made that.
Gallagher, Mugabe, Lamy, O'Hara, Campbell, Turnbull, Seedorf, Lang, and White. Grimshaw on the bench.
Is Hasty not playing?
Hasty is not playing.
Crap. He needed a quick start for when fans do go back. He doesn't get booed and all that, or at least get penalties.
There's another chance for Dundee United as well.
I'm sorry, but this Hamilton young team on the hill is more entertaining than the actual game now. I'm trying to watch what they're doing. I don't actually have a clue.
Another chance for HBK Helsinki. Boys about to whip it in.
One of them's on the turnstile.
Oh, that should have been 2-1.
Gogsy, what commentary is that? Is that like American commentary on the Helsinki game or something?
I don't know. I'm not playing any commentary.
Oh, right. I don't know what it is I'm hearing them.
I think Jamie's got open all mics on.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that should be 2-1.
This game's lagging. No, it's not.
There's a goal at Rugby Park, by the way.
Who scored?
I'm meant to be covering that. It's a goal for Kilmarnock.
Yeah.
Who scored it?
I don't know. It doesn't say it.
I didn't quite get the scorers in now.
Is it Chris Park?
No, it was Shibola.
Oh, Aaron Shibola.
Yeah.
It's not like his third spell at them. Here, this Hamilton youth team, if they were sensible, they could easily get in the stadium right now. They should do what we did and hire that cherry picker, get it down to the stadium. Then they're in. They could just walk through a gate. I still can't believe that one of them tried to walk in and ask for his ball back. I watched him boot it in. If that's not on sports scene, I don't know what is. Oh, here, Hamilton have been the much better team this half. Durmus or whatever. Yeah, I'm not going back to that Motherwell team. You have so much strikers. I don't know what if you know yourself who's best to start the line or what. Because you have like.
I don't think we do.
How much players did you sign? You signed a lot.
You signed the whole team. I'm happy Lang is starting. That's as good a team as we'll get.
I don't know why, but If I was you, Cox, I'd always have a soft spot for the ones that come on your podcast.
I do indeed. I have a soft spot for Jordan White.
Wasn't he the first one?
Ricky Lamy was.
Yeah, that was my debut thumbnail. That was my
it was.
debut. No, it wasn't. What was my debut? It might have been that.
Must have been one of my update videos.
It must have been. It was your.
Kilmarnock have a red
No,
card.
there was two. I did the two, and then the update was the one when you signed me. I got it permanently.
Oh yeah.
I think I don't know. Saying this like I don't have it written down. Wait, I swear Hamilton have put cardboard cutouts of their fans. Like, how are they getting on that? I'm sorry. I was going to put him in my fantasy team. Oh, free kick, is that? No, it's just outside the box. Hamilton young team going off their heads like that. Look absolutely dangerous, these lot. Imagine they're watching our stream. If the Hamilton young team are watching our stream that are on the hill, please put your torch on.
Lee Irwin's come on for Ross County and replace Michael Gardine.
I'm just looking at see. They probably won't, but a few of them are on their phones. Like, they might be wanting to get a little comments. Good little position, this. Who does that? Who thinks, oh, you know what I'm going to do this afternoon? Well, maybe Hamilton fans would do it there. But I'm going to go and sit outside the Hamilton Stadium, see Hamilton St Mirren. Hamilton fans would probably do that, I guess, because they're Hamilton fans. How much fans do you reckon Hamilton actually have?
I'd say they've probably got about 1,000 season ticket holders.
I want to find out what their highest ever attendance at home was. Surely they'd have they wouldn't have probably filled out because there's most fans from around that era would probably support Motherwell more.
Yeah.
But I don't think much Scottish teams sell regular. I think it's only the two old firm, and even then they don't sell a lot. Oh! How is that not a goal? There was like nothing on that shot. It was like he kicked a balloon, it barely moved. Like it was a great through pass. I don't know who it was, number 3. I think it was McMahon. Right to was it Templeton? No, Templeton played the pass through. Right to who? I can't see who it was. Is that George Oakley or something? Get up here. Yeah, no, it wasn't George Oakley. But it was he just passed it to the keeper. He had 1-on-1 there. Hamilton, that's the thing. Hamilton have had good chances this game. They're just not putting them. They're not finishing the dinner. Like,
see, when Hamilton played Celtic on the first day, like despite they got beat 5-1, they played pretty well. Like they played well for the first half.
Something to the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think on the Premier View, I think all of us said there was definitely a lot of positives they could take from that. I mean, no one was judging them off of a game against Celtic, but there was Celtic as well had the lots they could take from that game as well defensively. Because if they conceding all that chances against Hamilton, think how they're going to do against Rangers and all that, like Hibs. But no, Hamilton had loads of chances, but obviously the goal they got was probably lucky.
No. In fact, for Celtic scored that day, I'm sure I think it was Ocampo, but I can't remember correctly. But he had a shot, and then it just forced the Celtic keeper into a really good save. But I mean, they didn't give up, and they got a goal. So that's where I see Hamilton staying up again. Like they are a decent team, and they can, ground when they have to. So
yeah, I think at a point, like everyone goes on about how they are the worst team in Scotland, and they're not. At the end of the day, if you think about if you take the facilities and everything they've got into consideration at Ashton Pitch, they're probably not a Premier League team, but they're now definitely underrated for what they've got. They've got a lot of good players that go on, and they always produce good players that go on to go to big teams and all that, like Sir Ferguson, Devlin, Gogic, and they will produce more. So I think it's getting to the point now where they are slightly underrated as a team. Everyone just presumes, oh, look, it's Hamilton. They should be going down, but in terms of facilities, they're probably the worst. And everything. No, I'd say in terms of social media, especially like all that stuff. St Johnstone, have you got a clue how can your club shop be that bad online? I'm sorry, but if you go into it's like Mavis just takes a picture of the thing. Like you look at the bigger teams like Motherwell, Aberdeen, even Dundee United and all that, even Championship teams, they've got it on like something, so it's not on like a random player. The scarves are all lined up properly, and it's good and easy to navigate. I'm sorry, but it's just crap. I don't know what I'm on about, but it's whatever it is. I mean.
Any other good questions coming in for the comment section, please, Trips? We are like 20 odd minutes until the end of the stream.
Yeah, 20 minutes for this, then you'll get your refreshments in.
Yeah.
And I'll film a video. I've still got to go and get that kit thing and then put it on the TV. That'll take a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes. My game's now freezing. Yeah, I was saying, in the first half, I was spoilt in this game, but it's kind of died off. St Mirren sitting back and allowing Hamilton get chances.
Yeah.
They subbed off Mayo, which I couldn't understand because he was doing very well in the first half, but they look better now.
It's a goal for Honka. 2-1.
Oh,
Helsinki are losing. Oh wait, no, goal's been taken off for offside.
how's the Aka looking? What are you needing?
What I'm needing right now is a goal for Helsinki with 23 minutes to go. It's half time. Genk are drawing 0-0. I need them to score 2. I think Piastkovic have got both goals, and I'm needing 3 goals in the Radek Kralov game, and they are drawing 0-0. But it's not. It's like 27 minutes in right now.
You should look at all those. There's all those like betting tips and all that for football games on Instagram and all that.
I don't take tips though because
True.
They are high stakes and low rewards.
True.
So there's not really much point in taking them, in my opinion. I'd rather
Thanks,
put on like I see a lot more fun in putting on like a 6-fold accumulator and just seeing what games are just on because I've got my own knowledge.
Well, I personally I'm too young to bet, so this is not for me. But what sounds the best for me? I'm not saying I do this, but I do like pulling or like the sound of pulling the straws out or whatever, and who will score. You know, like Man City, for example, your mates rub the thing up, pull out, oh, Aguero, put that on, or Otamendi. Do like that, it's a bit of fun. Yeah. I do not do that. I'm too young.
Yeah, game.
Do not underage gamble, kids.
Yeah.
FIFA points is gambling. That's as far as I go. I've not bought.
Those were the days.
One time when I was younger, I spent so much money once on FIFA points, without my mum knowing. Now her bank card is no longer on the Xbox, and and I've not bought FIFA points or any in-game purchases since. So, fair to say I've learnt my lesson.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah. Kids, if there's anyone watching this stream that think, I might go buy a Swifty $7.99 FIFA points without your mum or dad noticing, they will find out and you will be in big trouble. This is from my own experience. I will not do that again, that is for sure. I was punished. I got a refund though. My mum emailed Microsoft saying how I don't know who this Cody is. I don't know
Who's Cody?
who's Cody. It literally says my name on the bottom of my thing. I'm not Cody. Once I got called Kobe, but with a K. Kobe slash Kobe with a K, but then it was Cody. And now Cody again. So it's not hard to say Kobe or just text it, but thank you. I'm trying to help out the kids of today, but Johnson looking good for Hamilton, like. That's not my words, that's the commentator's words.
I think that's a corner for Helsinki. Yeah.
Must admit, the Hamilton TV production is quite well. Like, it's quite good compared to.
I know the guy who does it.
It's doing quite well actually. Compared to, it looks like the little thing we got for the scoreboard, and like no, not the scoreboard, so the little time thing top left. It looks like Sky's one. Nah, now they're trying to do it. See,
that is not.
I shouldn't have said that. Now they're like, I don't know what they'll put.
Corner on the Kobe.
Yeah. It's not hard. I was named after Kobe Bryant, no, but that's Kobe. But my dad preferred the spelling, so I don't know why, but I think he says now it's an American spelling, Kobe. But St Mirren happy to take this 1-0 win, 3 points. Just sitting back. Hamilton not done too much.
1-0 St Mirren?
Yeah, 1-0 St Mirren still. No, did you say that? I think you might have.
I think I did.
I said 1-1. I said 3-1 first, and I changed it to a 1-1.
I said 1-0 for that one, but I said 1-0 for the Kelly game, so I hope it stays that way.
But no, I think I said 2-3.
I reckon there's a bit of drama yet to come at Rugby Park.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's actually, like, if you look at the stats, it's like looking like a decent game as well. It looks a bit like the Ross County game, to be honest. But
I would turn on the Dundee United game, but you know, I'm worried that Hamilton might nick a goal, so I'll stay loyal. Richard Tate's been
Louis gone off for Dundee United. He's replaced by Nicky Clark. So.
How's Cammy Smith doing, my mate? Is he on? No.
Cammy Smith. Nah.
His mum lives quite near me. On the international break.
Cammy Smith's on the bench. So.
Is he? I think he came on against Motherwell. Always see him at the co-op. Oh my God! How's McMahon not scored that? Scott McMahon. It was great playing. They were just playing about there, and Hamilton should have had a goal. They just broke. The captain for I can't see who that was. Just left it. Templeton played it right to McMahon, who had a 1-on-1 again, and Alnick making himself big. I mean, it was probably right at him. The Hamilton, their finishing's not been great. Most of the shots have been in the left side, and Alnick's had them covered. He's had a good game. But St Mirren on the counter attack. Great through pass by. Darmus with this shot, but it was saved.
Ross County have missed another good chance. I think there's a winner in this game. It's so hard to protect.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an equaliser. There's still another goal in this game. It's just been end-to-end stuff again. The tempo's just raised. Like Hamilton should have scored, and St Mirren went right up to them on the pitch and should have probably had a better go at it. Johnson
so
just
the score is a good reflection on the game, Kobe.
I think both teams definitely deserve something, but St Mirren have probably overall been the better team. I think there should have been probably more goals in the game. Both teams, especially in the opening 30 minutes or so, in the first half, both had loads of chances. Now it kind of died off a bit, but now the pace has definitely been brought up with those subs from both teams. Richard Tate's had a great game, if it makes you feel any better today. But Both defences have done quite well. I know they've had a lot of chances, but in terms of attacking wise, they just seem to be like lumping it over the top of the defence. And there we go again. Hamilton just almost had another chance from the defence.
Hamilton dominated that game.
I'd say it's the second half. Hamilton have definitely dominated, but in the first half it was more even. I would say. I think they've been the better team in the second half. They've had more chances definitely in the second half, but they've just not taken them. I mean, they've had 2 good free kicks and great chances, not done much. A lot of good one-on-ones, clear-cut chances, and they've just hit it straight at Ben. Well, is it Ben? No, Ben Arnott. He plays down south, doesn't he? Jack, is it? I don't know. Jack Arnott in goal. Richard Tate just got booked, but it's been quite a good game considering it's a 1-0. I mean, 1-0. I think I might have said 1-0 St Mirren or something. I can't remember.
They're not cash out.
What is your cash out?
I don't have a cash out.
All right.
The type of bets I go on, I don't have a cash out because I don't pick an out and out winner. I have like team to score this amount of goals and stuff like that.
Yeah, true. I think going for an out and out winner at times might be a bit dodgy because
I think. You don't know how you can predict the game, but
yeah, I know there's no way.
Predict something happening in the game, then it's almost as good odds. How's your fantasy?
Well, I don't. I'll speak about my fantasy team after I mention this challenge. But as I said, Johnson just whipped in. I think it was a cross. It troubled the keeper a bit. He was probably getting over it, but it was looping round on the wind.
Dingwall!
Dingwall!
Oh, is that? Get there in just
who?
a second.
But for who? Jamie Ramage?
I don't know.
We'll get that in just a second. I've not got any details of that just yet. So just stay with me.
Marias has probably been my man in the match. Just been causing lots of problems. Or Richard Tate. He had a good game.
It's a goal, another goal for United. I'm not sure who scored.
Oh damn it! I've got a lot of runs.
It was Nicky Clark, the substitute, who's put United ahead with 10 minutes to go. Yeah, 79 minutes for Nicky Clark. He only just come on to replace Louis Appert, so I did say there would be a winner in this game. It's been just reading the stats on that. It was so predictable, but yeah, 2-1 Dundee United. So
I think he's the type of player they need, especially with Shanklin not having as much Premier League experience. They need like a Nicky Clark and a Mark Reynolds.
Yeah,
to balance.
Nicky Clark's a good player, so
yeah,
he'll do well in this league.
Dundee United turned the game around.
Annex down injured. I don't know if he's just like time wasting or not. He's not in pain like rolling around. He's just sitting sunbathing, like just sitting back. And I would show you the screen. I don't know if Hamilton TV would take this down, but it's too late. Where's the Hamilton youth team going? I'm just looking for them outside on the little grassy bit. Where are they?
Yeah, it looks like Kilmarnock is down at the moment. It looks like he's struggling.
Yeah. Oh no, now he's down struggling, Anik. Oh, there's no near him. It might just be cramp or what, but
I'm going to be honest. I had my hopes up. It was Ross County that scored with 10 minutes to go, but
I also did have hope it was Ross County.
Those hopes were short-lived.
Speaking about, I can't remember who it was that put the fantasy team out thing up. I have a lot of Ross County players on the bench. I've got Ross Stewart on the bench, Billy Mackay, and I think I've got another. I can't remember who. But yeah, Anek's fine. Update on that. I think it was just cramp or time wasting. I don't know. You can be the judge. How's Helsinki doing?
It's still one each year. I think we're gonna have a new coupon.
Oh, go on, Marias. I think he will have a good season. I might have to put him in the fantasy team. Got pasted. Massive Massive build. Just bullying.
Under pressure with a beat, and it's going to be a St Mirren.
Yeah, St Mirren are happy to take the 1-0. They've had a good start, haven't they?
So only about 6 minutes left, James. Aki's really need to force the issue here. Get this game with the scruff of the neck, get the ball up the park.
Ross County missed a chance from 6 yards.
I still think there's a goal in it for any team. To be fair, I think Hamilton look like they could score, but their finishing's not been great. They've not been composed when they're 1-on-1, and they just put it straight to anything goal. Like
I can see another goal coming in at Dingwall, but it'll just be a matter of time. So.
Breaking Maris. No, it's not a goal, but there's a chance. Edge of the box. Into the box. Ooh, cleared away. But it's back up to Hamilton player. Away. McMahon. It's back out to Minmo. I don't know who he is. And it's clear to St Mirren. Another Hamilton player. They just can't get it away. They're slowly pushing them back though. Lee Hodgson is on the ball. Johnson puts that ball in. That was another head is right over at the top of the player, and St Mirren away to clear it, but it's out for what's it given then? Throw it to St Mirren. Did well to weather the storm there. Hamilton were applying the pressure. Five minutes plus added time. Still time for a goal. Especially Hamilton just keeping them penned in to try win the ball high up. And they've done it. They've won the ball high up. But St Mirren won it back.
Another goal at Rugby Park.
Is there?
Oh, who for? Doesn't say here yet.
I can't remember what we predicted for that game.
I had one each for that.
Yeah.
No. I don't know if I had a prediction for that one. This is what I love about, especially Scottish football with no fans. You just hear one of the players just swearing like mad at the ref. Don't get that in England. That I know of. The Hamilton commentator. Sorry if you heard any bad language. Didn't hear any of it.
St Johnstone picks it up.
It's 1-1.
One each.
Yeah.
Who scored?
Wotherspoon for St Johnstone.
I don't know what I think about Callum Davidson with them right now. He's had a decent start. He's not really got. I don't know how much wins they've got. I don't think they have, because our game against them was obviously cancelled. They've been all right.
Considering one of the games they played was against Rangers,
yeah, and Dundee.
But I mean, they actually pointed it out midweek on Sportscene. They were saying when St Johnstone did play Rangers, they had chances to go 1-0 up. They actually did have a good chance before Rangers scored, to be honest, but they obviously didn't take it. But even at 3-0 down, they still didn't give up. So I don't know where St Johnstone can go this season. I said they would probably be around 9th or 10th to start with, given the whole manager thing. But I don't know. I don't know how. It's going to be interesting to see where they come. But
well, Gogsy, you put them bottom, didn't you?
I did put them bottom, yeah.
Did you?
I'm trying to see how they can get a couple of results together.
I put them 10th, but
I think I put them higher up than the average person. I think I put them like 9th or 8th or something. I just thought he could prove to be well, and the things I heard from St Johnstone fans like that I know that work like near and in kind of the club. I knew they were. I think I said Gogsy to you on the video that never came out. I think I said in that they were going to play a 3-4-3 for a nation or something. Then they did against Dundee United. So I think they've got good players. It's just whether the whole Tommy Wright thing and the players that were suited to his style would just suit his, like Callum Wright style, Callum Davidson style. Sorry. I mean, Tommy Wright was he was part of the furniture there. Like
he was basically Mr. St Johnstone.
He was. He's been there as long as I can remember. He was, well, Derek McKinstry is not the longest serving Aberdeen manager. Speaking of Aberdeen managers, I saw Craig Brown the other day.
Craig White. He managed a lot of Rangers, didn't he?
Yeah. Don't know why he was in my head. What's he doing nowadays? Almost the 90th minute, final minute till the added time is. I don't know. I don't think there'll be much added time. Actually, there might be because Alnwick goes down for a bit. Squeaky bum time here for St Mirren fans. My stream's lagging, but
Iraqi's still dominating.
They're definitely just going for chances now. I'm behind on my stream. I'm gonna refresh it, but they're definitely just attacking down the line and all that, and like pumping it up and hoping that it lands to someone. And it's had a bit of success, but they could easily be winning this game as well. They've had a lot of good chances and just hit it straight at the keeper. So again, I think if Moyo got on those chances, he would have probably scored, but he's been taken off. Alex had a good game. I'm frozen again. I keep freezing here.
Put a scarf around it.
I'm refreshing my hand. There's probably no point. 90th minute. It keeps putting me back to the 89th minute. No, I can't even see it. No, I can't even see the stream. It's just pixels. I've got the commentary here, so I will update everyone. There we go. No board up yet. The Mirren youth team have left the hill.
Have you seen the comments?
No. What is it?
He's just waiting.
You can tell me, go. See, I'm a big boy. I can take it. It's nothing I've not heard before.
Oh man!
Put one on the stream. Go and be like, I can handle it. What are you saying? I'm checking the comments. I'm not having it. I can't do it.
Check the comments, mate.
You're saying I'm triggered. Oh, this kid with a weird name. Who? Wait, what? What's going on? Why is there an argument? Boys. Come on. Guys, this kid must be about 5 minutes. Copying. What? Wait, what's happened? I thought you were talking about me. I thought someone was on.
No.
Oh, there's just scraps in the comments. Aye, Blanco.
No need for this. This is a friendly stream.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Wait a minute.
Who is it? It doesn't ring a bell. Who is it? I
need to get at the bottom of this. Sure.
Check the private chat.
Oh!
Of course it is.
Pipe down. Oh. Why Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised?
That's why I was expecting some accent stuff in the comment. What? Of course it is. No, young boys, no need for this argument. Come on. Full-time Fountain of Youth or New Douglas or whatever you're wanting to call it. 1-0 St Mirren. Done and dusted. The Hamilton players are booting the ball away. I don't know if that's to the young team. And then one of them's kicking a corner. I was hitting a corner flag actually, quite aggressive. Jim Goodwin, tactical genius. I'm sorry, son, but I predicted him to come
They're in
last.
stoppage time at Ross County, so.
Oh, it's a goal at Rugby Park.
Oh, is there?
I'm waiting for
Johnstone, it's 2-1. They have turned it around in the last 5 minutes. 90 plus 4.
I won't kill it to lose every game because I don't look like a moron at the end of the season when I predicted them to come second bottom. But come on, St Johnstone. I'm looking at the goal here. What a goal! It's the same thing. The keeper done the same thing he did against Hibs, coming out too early. Is that O'Halloran that took it around him, and he just easy finish. What a mistake!
That is a huge goal for
I
St
don't know if
Johnstone.
you want me to show you the goal here. I don't know if you have seen it, but
Go on.
I'll show you.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
Here we go. Look.
It's just a cleared ball and.
They don't want me. They don't want me to show you.
Who's hit your TV?
I need to pay my bills.
Aye.
There we go.
That's the SPFL.
It's because they don't want us. They don't want me to show you.
And it's pixels. Easy as you look. They must be watching the stream and not wanting us to. That's why they've done it. The Danny Rogers. I mean, that's why he doesn't play for us anymore. But it's basically, to give you a summarise of that goal, it's basically what they done against Hibs with Martin Boyle. Took it from, but yeah.
That's full time at Dingwall and United win 2-1. Disappointed
Disappointed as well. My dream team is not. My fantasy team is not.
High flying Ross County, not so much anymore. It would seem.
No. Come on there. David De Gea Gaffer. David De Gea meets Roy Keane.
Last time St Johnstone won there was August 2017. 2-1.
Game over. St Johnstone 2.
Can you
Kilmarnock
confirm
1.
Michael O'Halloran?
I can confirm it was O'Halloran.
Yes. Flash scores
I
just
can.
in it as well.
Yeah. No, I don't know about the whole game. I only saw the goal. Tisha looks like he had a good game. Wait, Kilmarnock pie is not on the back of the Killie kit, is it? Tell me it's not. I was going to say, I thought I saw someone say Kilmarnock pie. He's really trying to advertise that. I swear they sell them in like Asda's now.
So, Kobe, what's your overall response to the Hamilton Mirren game?
Well, it was a very good day at the office for both teams played well. It was just any team could have won it on the day, but yeah, I think it was probably deserved. St Mirren took the chances that they had. They could have probably scored more, but then they just in the second half they just shut up shop and let them go. Let Hamilton go for it. Hamilton had good chances. They had like 3 1-on-1s with the keeper, and then they just stuck it right at him. So I think it is deserved that St Mirren got all 3 points. You know, they've done enough. Johnston for Hamilton, the fullback, he had a great game. I thought he was really good when he came off the bench, getting up and crossing lots of balls into the box. But no, they never really took the chances that they should have, and probably never created as much as they maybe could have. Templeton had a poor game. He had a free kick and fell on his bum. But there was one part of the game was very flat. I was just watching the Hamilton youth team who booted the ball on the pitch. That was quite entertaining.
Interesting. Now, Jamie, how do you feel the game at Dingwall went?
Well, I was only going by what I was reading from the stats, but it did look like a very end-to-end game. So it'll be interesting to see the highlights of this one on Sports Scene. But looking at it, well, Dundee United had more shots in the end. They had 13 compared to Ross County's 12, and 4 on target compared to Ross County's 2. So it may look like that they could have been the deserved winners in this one, but to be honest, it's a good result for them and Mickey Mellon. So it'll be interesting to see how they go forward in the season. I think they play Celtic next at Tannadice. So as a newly promoted team, I think they will fancy their chances to really go for it against them. So
interesting, and I don't really have much in the way of notes of the Kilmarnock St Johnstone game because I couldn't get a stream at all, and I couldn't get anything for it. So, but we have the goals on Kobe's TV right there.
You and Milligan, don't snitch, please. Oh, another goal. This is the third.
Oh, this is the winning goal. Keeper's an absolute fanny there.
Danny Rogers, Danny,
oh my god.
There's another.
There's another angle. O'Halloran
That's good pressure from St Johnstone though to actually go in and win that though. Like to win that ball and take the chance. It's good attacking play from them. Like how he just totally totally went for it. He wanted it so much. So that's
please don't snitch.
Just the sheer determination to get that goal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine I just hear a knock at the door and it's from Killy TV. Seizing my TV and all that. Jesus.
But that wraps up our 3 p.m. coverage of the Pass the Mic. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And without any further ado, we're gonna go off, have a wee break. We're back at 5:15 for Hibernian versus Motherwell. Hope to see you all very soon. And thanks for coming on, lads.
Thank you,
Thanks for having me.
Yes.